Train 262 Heavy, wind calm, runway 31 left, clear for takeoff, caution wake turbulence, previous departure, Heavy 777.
Hello and welcome aboard. We are here in Hamburg, Germany, aboard our Airbus A400M. And it's kind of strange, there's a Lufty 737 there. I cannot figure out why, because I don't have a scenery pack on Hamburg, and I haven't skinned any 737s. I have no idea what that's doing there. Maybe I do have a scenery pack. I don't know. Whatever. Okay. That's not what we're talking about. We're talking about the A400M. This was a multinational 4-engine turboprop tactical airlifter. Yeah. Let's actually open it up while we're on the deck here. Oh, look at that. Nice. Rear exit open. Excellent. Any other exits that opened up? No. All right. Well, let's close it then. All right, I went ahead and shut her down just so that we could look at her because very interesting propellers on this plane. They are Hamilton strand propellers. Now, notice the scimitar shape, how they're inverted. That is actually by design. The props actually turn inverse. Let's go ahead and start her up. Okay, we're going to start something up. I don't know what. The original group of companies involved in this included Lockheed, and they sought to replace the C-130. Now, varying requirements and international politics caused Lockheed to eventually leave the group. Lockheed went on to build the C-130J, which is the new advanced C-130. This was to be an intermediate size between the C-130 on the small side and the C-17 on the large side. So this was sort of the fit in the middle. This plane has had a hard berth. Issues include being overweight to the point it couldn't carry the load it was required to carry for the German Air Force to accept it. So this aircraft has had a lot of problems. All right, let's get some flap here. See how much flap we can get, actually. Oh, we can get a lot of flap. We don't need nearly that much for this takeoff, of course. So we're just going to bring it back to something like that. It's a very nice looking aircraft. It does remind me of a C-130 a lot. But it also reminds me of a few other planes I've seen. Nice tail view. All right, in the cockpit. Interesting. Okay, let's take the parking brake off. And let's go for a little flight, shall we? So we're going to run up our 4 Europrop TP400-D6 engines that produce 11,060 horsepower apiece. There she goes. Go for a nice takeoff flight here. She's kind of a slow roller to get going, but most transports are, actually. Nice little heads-up display unit in front of me. If it worked, it would probably be even awesomer, but... Awesomer? More awesome. Whatever. Okay, let's see if we can take to the skies. There we go. Landing gears in. Nice. And those big main gears are retracting up, and then the little clamshells. There we go. Pull those flaps in because we don't need no more flappy. Nice. All right, we're in the air. Woohoo! Done our job. We've gotten it in the air. All right, this aircraft not only has had a hard berth, but it's also had a delayed berth. The aircraft was already supposed to be in service, but it's not. In fact, it was so delayed getting into service that the UK government went out and leased and then finally bought some C-17 cargo planes because this plane just wasn't going to meet requirements anymore. Now, the wings and those Hamilton strand props are carbon fiber. Sorry, I'm checking my airspeed there. I am, by the way, backed all the way off the gauges. It's as far back as I can go. You actually start like sitting so on top of the gauge, I thought that I didn't have a cockpit. So, as I mentioned, the props are rotating opposition to each other on each engine, or on each wing. Now, the engines themselves are not handed. So, every once in a while with prop planes, you hear the concept of a handed engine, a right-handed engine, and a left-handed engine. Right-handed engines rotate right, left-handed engines rotate left. Well, for this, the engines are not handed. Okay, so they rotate all engines rotate in the same direction. There's a gearbox that changes the direction of the prop rotation. So this makes maintenance easier on the aircraft because they don't need to keep engines of a different hand in stock. And it also, unfortunately, adds the complexity of that gearbox. Now, why did they do this? Well, it allows more lift with less torque and prop wash on the wing. So normally when you're ramping up a bunch of big engines like this, you're going to get prop wash back across your wing because you have to ramp the engines up so much to generate the lift you need. Well, because of the way this is designed, the engines don't have to be ramped up as much, which means you have less prop wash, which means less vibration across the wings, means it's generally an easier aircraft to control. This also reduces yaw in the event of an outboard failure. So if we get in our plane here, let's see if we can shut down one of our engines here. Let's throttle. Okay, that should. There we go. Hopefully kill that outboard engine. Maybe not. Where's my fuel for that engine? Is this it? I don't actually want it in reverse. No. Oh, there we go. Little bump there. Okay, interesting. All right, let's look and see what we're doing here. I really want to shut that engine down. All right, let's check out our controls here. Oh wait, can I do it up here maybe? Bother. Alright, one of the things that this aircraft also has... Oh, chug, chug, chug while it pulls up the dash. There we go, there's our dash. Ooh, there is a dash. Good grief, that's going to be a pain in the butt to fly. One thing this thing does have is the Airbus flight envelope system. Meaning that we have all of the... Okay, starter is off on engine 1. Airbus has the concept of flight enveloping their aircraft. So we, this must be control off. That'll shut that engine down. That was 3, by the way, shift 3. Shift 4 is my GPS. 5, there's my radio. 6, that's it. Okay. So we should pretty soon have that engine completely... It could just windmill for a while, though. Let's, can I see this, please? No, I cannot. Alright, pulling this up again. Engine 1. Okay, so I do need auto feather on. That would be a wonderful device. This is why I crash aircraft, by the way, guys. It's because I'm trying to find things while I'm flying the aircraft. Because I didn't think about this. I was like, oh yeah, I'm going to talk about it. And then I was like, oh, while I'm flying, why don't I just do it? Yeah, okay, well, bollocks to it. All right, so that engine is shut down. It's showing no power. Okay, there's a runway. We're going to go for that runway there. Okay. So the shutdown of that engine, because of the fact that the props counter-rotate, reduces the yaw that you would otherwise experience on an engine shutdown like this. This aircraft will have 3 to 4 crew. Capacity is 81,600 pounds. That includes up to 116 troops in full combat outfit, or 66 stretchers with 25 medics on board. Cruise speed is 485 miles an hour, and the range under max payload is 2,049 miles. We are stalling. Here we go. We are not stalling anymore. Where is our runway? Oh, it's over there. Okay. Let's concentrate on not crashing our plane for a change. I am glancing down. If you look, it's probably gonna be really hard to see on YouTube, but right here, I can actually see that I have nothing going on that number one engine at all. It is completely toast. I'm flying on all my other engines. My other 3 engines are what I have to fly on. All right, so we've declared our emergency. We're gonna go and land on this runway over here.
1,000.
Uh-oh. This has call-outs. This mod has call-outs in it. That's just great. I do like call-outs. It is helpful. We are all red and we will be dead. We're going to go ahead and drop. We're going to get ourselves into a landing fit as much as we can here. I have the plane absolutely ramped. My 3 remaining engines are running at full. Okay, I'm really praying for that runway to come around into view pretty soon here. I think we might have overshot it slightly. Oh, just slightly. Okay, not terribly. I think we can get around to it. All right. So if you remember back a while ago, I did. Oh, by the way, there's the refueling probe makes this thing have an unlimited range. That is something that is orderable. This aircraft is just. If you remember back I don't remember when I did a C-130. The model wasn't all. The interior was not all that great. The exterior was wonderful. This is a very different aircraft. It does feel very different to fly. You are flight, and in theory, you are flight enveloped. Though, in practice, I don't know if the game really models the flight enveloping very well. Okay, now I got to try to concentrate on what I'm doing here. Okay. Do we have? Let's see if we have air brakes. We do have air brakes. And we are diving. Oh, she does not want to pull up. Okay. Calm down, baby. You're going to be fine. Okay, there. We're at about level. We're losing gently. Okay. 600 feet, dropping. Last notch of flap there.
500.
I don't know what the stall speed of this aircraft is. But I'm going to bet on the 3 remaining engines to be nice on the reverse thrust, so.
300. 200.
Minimums, okay. Come on, baby, we can do this.
100. 50. 40. 30. 20.
Here we go. Okay, now she's on full reverse thrust. Let's pop those air brakes just to make sure. Okay, and there you see number 1 spinning down finally. There we go. So we were flying that whole time. There was no power on the number 1 engine, which is actually pretty nice. All right, we'll shut her down again. All right. Excellent. This is if you're looking for a transport aircraft, and there's C-130 models out there. The C-130 model I didn't have a great interior. This one has a decent interior. I do feel like you're a little bit on top of the gauges here. Again, I'm pulled all the way back, but I still feel like I'm just on top of the gauges. And weird noises going on somewhere. Anyway, I feel like I'm on top of the gauges. I don't feel like all my buttons are where I need them to be. Like, where's my fuel switch here? Like, they got starter here, But where's the fuel switch? I had to go into a different view, and it's a completely different view to get to my fuel switch for that engine. I did notice that there's a little camera right here looking back into the hold, and there's some men hanging out back there. But why doesn't this match this? That would make me so much happier to see that. But I digress. This is the Airbus A400M, modern turboprop transport. Is it supposed to replace the C-130? Hasn't done so yet, but maybe it will eventually. If you're looking for another transport plane, here you go. You can give this a try. The link is down below as always. I've been DerTebbers. This has been your Flight Simulator X Spotlight of the Airbus A400M. Till next time, happy flying.
United 351 North Approach, good evening. Depart the Woodside VOR heading 060, vector visual approach runway 28 left.
Okay, out of Woodside 060 for 28 left, United 351.